Because I was unpopular, I decided to develop the skills to be more charismatic. And I started getting more invitations to parties, I started becoming the center of attention, and it all worked fine. However, I developed only one side of charisma, which makes you more fun to be around, but that doesn't prioritize being profound or being deep. And I wanted to have some deep connections with people. I felt like everything that I had around me was shallow, my friendships as well as my relationships. So I wanted to improve this facet of myself. I wanted to become a person people found more hope, peace and love in, and they thought they could really have deep conversations with. I knew that breaking the image somebody already built of you was difficult, so I decided to join new surroundings because I wanted some immediate results with the new knowledge that I had researched and learned about. So I wanted to see how well it would work, since the other things were a slow process. So I joined the BJJ club, a martial arts club, if you don't know. Therefore it's more on the manly side of things, and because it's like manly or whatever, it's more hard to incite on these sentimental or otherwise deep conversations. So my first step was to build some ground under which I would be more respected and people would actually listen to me more if I was to actually say something to them. I did this through being very competitive and actually paying a lot of attention and learning very quickly. So I found myself when I was building my ground that I was approaching the normal charisma techniques that I usually implement, which is a specific amount of energy and positivity and jokingness, which people like to get surrounded by because it's just an overall instrument of light and joy. However, I realized I could see in their eyes that they were treating me like the people that already know me treat me, and I was just going in the same direction as normal. How can I change this before it's too late? I thought to myself, understanding that I had wasted the best opportunity, meaning the first impression, and that I was headed for the same place as normal. So I thought, okay, I know the fundamentals to, build a deep rapport with somebody. And I'm trying too hard, but on the wrong thing. I'm actually not doing any of the correct stuff for what I want to improve myself on. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna take a step back and start with the first thing, the greeting. So I started coming in and I started greeting them more meaningfully instead of like a fist bump, whatever. I started shaking their hand with my other arm, either grabbing onto their elbow or into their hands, just like two hand in one, and then making good eye contact, and then you lean in and you kiss them. And then I started listening with more intention to what they were saying to me, and I started looking for every little bad thing they said about themselves, like criticism, and every good thing that they said about themselves. And when I heard a good thing, I tried to enhance it, make it a lot better. When I heard a bad thing, I tried to diminish it. I wanted to make them feel better about themselves, with honesty, of course. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants some hope. Everyone wants to feel like they're enough. And if you can provide this feeling for somebody from a good place in your heart, then you're doing a good job and you're already making a change in somebody's day or somebody's week, somebody's life. Then I also shared in conversation things that were important or deep to me. I thought maybe if we can connect on something that's actually meaningful for me, we can understand each other better. Now you can fake this if you need it for like a big sale or whatever, but it's manipulation and it would suck. So use your wisdom for good, not for bad. Lastly, I'd like to emphasize one more time on the whole, feeling hope and feeling we were enough. Because what I'm about to share now worked with the manliest of groups, the fighters, the martial artists. So if it works with them, it will work with any other softer person. So I've had multiple conversations with multiple members and they all followed a certain path. And I did the same thing each time, and it created a very meaningful moment. We were talking about something and they showed snippets about insecurities they had or problems or about their self-image or whatever. Now I could just disperse my attention from it. However, I understand it's a great honor for a man to open up, and I didn't want to just let go of this chance, this opportunity that they shared with me. I didn't want to just act like it was nothing and like he shouldn't really share it because I'm not going to pay attention to it. So I brought more light to it and fixate on the other extreme while I was talking about it. So I would fixate on that insecurity, however on the good side of things. I would say something along the lines of, bro, when I think about you, I truly admire your hard work. We are all in this together, so I understand what it takes. But you don't just stop here, you strive for more. I can see from what you're telling me. And I know how hard it can be to strive for more. I don't know how hard things are that you need to do to get there, but you need to do them. And I don't know how you see yourself or what self-image you have, but when I look at you and I think about all of your habits and everything you had to do to get to where you are now, and how kind you really are in my eyes, when I think about all of this, I truly respect you, and I really believe in you. I really do. And these moments meant a lot to my now peers, my now comrades, my friends. And it all came from a place of realness. It was very real, very raw. Pause. It made them have more confidence in themselves and be more better. They wanted to now live up to my standard that I had of them. You create a standard in their head and you think, well, I gotta be what these words have been said about me. And you incite them to work harder, to be better. You make an impact on the world, one person at a time, with the conversations that you can have with them. So this is a beautiful thing. Obviously don't exaggerate it and don't dramatize it too much. It'll just make it look like you're being fake or over dramatic, and it won't be good. You'll have the opposite effect actually. And just keep it real. Now I'm at a place where I can balance these things out. I can meet new people and help them grow and help me grow and grow our friendship together. And I've learned how to balance my normal charisma, my usual charisma, with my more deep moments. This will come with experience, or I could talk about it further in another video. Subscribe if you want to check that out. And this skill is, being able to connect deeply with people is good for business, for networking, for your friendships, for your relationships, for your family, to heal traumas, to help the world become a better place, because you can help people become better and happier, and in doing so, you're contributing to the common good too. The journey of learning never ends. I'm sure that I'll keep on developing this skill and making it to something greater. Maybe in the future I'll be able to connect on a deep level with people over the camera like this. This is what I'm trying to be, this is what I'm aiming towards. To become a better speaker, to become a better friend, a better lover, a better family member, whatever you say, whatever you name it. If this video helped you, or you learned something from this, I'm glad. And give me a subscribe. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.